You receive unexpected news. A problem appears suddenly. A deadline approaches. Within seconds, your body begins to change. Your heart beats faster. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your muscles tense. Your attention sharpens. Most people describe this as stress. But what many people don't realize is that stress is not simply a feeling. It is a full-body biological response coordinated by the brain, and it happens extremely quickly. But why would the body react this way? Why does the brain trigger such powerful changes? To understand this, we need to look at how the brain detects and responds to challenges, because the stress response evolved to help humans survive dangerous situations. At the center of this system is a structure called the amygdala. The amygdala constantly scans incoming sensory information for signs of potential threat. If it detects something important, danger, uncertainty, or a sudden challenge, it sends signals to other parts of the brain. These signals activate one of the body's most powerful systems, the fight or flight response. But here's where it gets interesting. The brain triggers this response through two major biological pathways. The first pathway is extremely fast. The amygdala sends signals through the nervous system to activate the sympathetic nervous system. This system releases adrenaline from the adrenal glands. Adrenaline causes rapid changes in the body. Heart rate increases. Blood pressure rises. Blood flow shifts toward muscles. Breathing becomes faster. Energy is mobilized. All of these changes prepare the body for action. And this leads to an unexpected effect. Your brain becomes more alert. Your senses sharpen. Reaction time improves. But the brain doesn't stop there. A second pathway activates slightly more slowly. This pathway involves the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, often called the HPA axis. The hypothalamus sends signals to the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland signals the adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands release a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol helps maintain energy supply during stress. It increases glucose availability in the bloodstream. This ensures that the brain and muscles have the energy they need to respond to the situation. But the brain does something even more fascinating. Short-term stress can actually improve performance. Moderate stress increases alertness. Focus improves. Motivation rises. But if stress continues for too long, the system begins to change. Long-term activation of cortisol can affect several systems in the body. Sleep patterns, immune activity, energy regulation. The brain begins adjusting its internal balance to cope with ongoing pressure. From an evolutionary perspective, this response was extremely useful. Early humans frequently faced sudden environmental challenges, predators, conflicts, dangerous terrain. In those situations, rapid physical readiness increased the chances of survival. But modern environments often trigger the same biological response: work pressure, financial concerns, social stress, deadlines. The brain reacts to these signals using the same ancient systems designed for physical threats. Once you understand this system, something important becomes clear. Stress is not simply a mental experience. It is the brain preparing the entire body to respond to a challenge. By the way, if you're interested in understanding how the brain and body actually work, this channel explores the science behind those systems. Many everyday health experiences become easier to understand when we examine the biology behind them. And the stress response is one of the most powerful examples. Your brain is constantly preparing your body to adapt to changing conditions. Vera Human explains the science behind how the human system works. Subscribe if you're curious about the biology of being human.